Hello everyone. Today we will see how to use object oriented programming concepts in Python. Basically, we will try to understand about the types of languages with respect to computer field. For example, if uh, two-person wants to communicate, they should know they should know the type they should know the medium in which they will be communicating. So if these two person wants to talk, they are communicating with the language, either English, Hindi, Marathi, whichever they know. So similarly, whenever I want to develop any software which could be run on the computer system, for this software, when I want to run that on a computer system, these two should communicate, and I should be able to write this software in a language which is known to me, which is known to me. So for this, I must know the languages. Now, as computer or personal computer is an electronic device which understands only 01 language, only 01 language, which is known as a machine level language. But as of now, I can't do programming in the 01 or machine level language. So, how I would be able to design a software which I could run on this computer system and which is known to me, which I am able to design it. So, we will understand the type of languages that we have. So, in computer field, the types of languages, first one is machine or low level or 01 language, which is known to the computer system. Second is known as a assembly language. Assembly language means the processors which are designed using assembly language. Then third one is I am not able to write programming in machine or assembly level as of now. I understand the English type of language. So that English type of language is known as a high level language. In high level languages in the computer field, these high level language examples are C, C++, Java, Python, PHP, or any other frameworks, etc. So we are trying to understand these high level languages, which are English type of languages, which are easy to write in English way, and that can be run on our machine or on our computer system. So among all these high level languages, there are two types of programming approaches. First one is POP, that is known as a procedure procedure oriented programming language, and second one is known as a OOP, that is object oriented programming language. Now, what is the difference between it means among these high level languages, few are POP type language, few are OOP type of language. Now, what is the difference between these two programming approaches? First, we will understand POP. POP means procedure oriented programming. Procedure means what is happening in the POP, your complete program will be designed, your complete program will be divided into number of sub programs. In POP, your complete program will be divided into sub programs, and these subprograms are part of only main program. Means for every task you will need to write a procedure, means a function, and this function will be written in your main program only. So for every task you need to write a function. For example, if you have learned C programming language, so under C programming language, what we have done under C programming language, if you could recall, every program code goes inside the main function, main procedure. So all code goes over here in the main function. Whatever variables you declare, that goes here, and whatever functions you write, you call that functions here. And for every task you are writing the functions or procedures. This is procedure oriented programming approach. But what are the drawback of this POP? All the variables which are declared are accessible throughout the complete program. There is no data security. Second thing, if I want to add a new functionality to my code, I have to make changes in the complete code starting from the first line, like variable declaration, there may be printf, scanf function, whatever. So you need to modify a complete program. If there is error, we need to search for the error and we need to correct the whole program. So these are the drawbacks of procedure oriented programming. Now, how the object oriented programming is helpful. In object oriented programming, the complete program is divided into number of modules, and these modules are separate codes. These are separate codes that are designed parallelly. For example, if I want to do a project of any particular class, suppose I want to write a project to second year second year AI students. So under that, there are so many attributes, like I want to keep their academics record, then I want to keep their uh, exam form activities record, or I want to keep record of their MSBT exam, then I am keeping record of their fees, and then sports, whatever it is. So what I am doing, if you could see in the POP, the whole program is one. So it is not possible that many users, many programmers will be performing the task of coding on this same program at the same time, because everything you need to write in one procedure. So it's not possible that many people will be working together on the same code in the same curly brackets in a simple way. Now suppose in OOP what is happening, if I am dividing the code project into number of modules, these are known as the modules. So if any ABC person is working on the only academics record of SY AI student, second person is working only about the MSBT exam records of SYAI students, fees and sports. It means I am assigning the designing, developing, testing, coding of these four modules to four developers at the same times. They will be developing their code, testing separately, and if there are no error, that complete code will be combined or merged into our one SYAI project, and it will be tested as a complete one module. So if you could see, designing and developing of one project by dividing that into multiple modules, the development becomes faster because multiple programmers will be developing code at the same time. If there is error in the fees section, I will check only fees module. No need to check for the rest of the codes. If I want to add a new functionality, if I want to add a new functionality or new module, so I will be adding it separately, I will design it separately, and I will be adding that into a separate part. So no, when I adding a new functionality, there is no need to change existing modules. Create a different module, design, test, and then merge with the existing project. That becomes very easy. So this is how object oriented programming works. So by designing project in the OOP fashion, it makes easy for the development, testing, and it becomes faster. Modification is easy, adding new functionality is easy, and there is a data security. You can restrict data from accessing from any module to another module by giving the access specifier that we will see. So this is the major difference between the POP and OOP. Now, this was about the difference between POP language and OOP language. Hope you understand. Thank you. See you in